On the morning of April 26th, just before sunrise around 5:30 a.m., the sky will unfold one of the rarest and most visually uplifting celestial alignments of the year, a breathtaking triple conjunction involving the Crescent Moon, Venus, and Saturn. These three cosmic bodies will come together in such perfect harmony that they'll form what many are calling a smiley face in the sky. But this isn't just a cute phenomenon for skygazers and astronomers. It's a spiritual phenomenon, an invitation, a sign from the divine realms that something profound is shifting, not just in the heavens above us, but within our emotional and spiritual landscapes. When planets align in this way, it's not random. It's orchestrated. And for those tuned into higher frequencies, this event feels like a cosmic wink from the universe, reminding you that joy, lightness, and breakthrough are not only possible, they're on their way. This convergence is not simply an astronomical moment. It's a vibrational message. We are being shown a sign that can only be interpreted through the eyes of a soul that is awake or awakening. The heavens are speaking in symbols, and this alignment echoes themes of inner joy, emotional release, spiritual renewal, and sacred timing. The moon offers the comfort of new beginnings, Venus radiates the warmth of self-love and value, and Saturn lends the strength of wisdom and spiritual maturity. Together, they form a cosmic smile, a universal mirror asking you, can you smile again? Can you believe in beauty, despite what you've been through? This moment is powerful, sacred, and rare. And if you're listening closely, it might be the celestial nod you've been praying for. Symbolic meaning of the smiley face alignment. While most people may simply glance up and see a charming smile in the sky, the spiritually attuned will recognize this as a potent symbolic gesture from the divine. This is not just an aesthetically pleasing arrangement of planets. It's an encoded message, a sign of emotional alchemy. The smile in the sky represents something many haven't experienced in a long time: hope. It's a celestial metaphor for what happens when inner healing starts to integrate. The placement of the crescent moon between Venus and Saturn is not random. It's a sacred dance representing the rebirth of emotional clarity, Moon, the return to love and self-worth, Venus, and the grounding lessons of life experience, Saturn. The result is a visual symbol of peace, a smile that transcends language, culture, and religion. It reminds you that no matter how heavy your heart has felt, you are now standing on the threshold of something light, joyful, and beautiful. This smile in the sky acts like a divine frequency upgrade, triggering emotional release, deep reflections, and subtle inner shifts that bring closure to painful chapters and open the gateway to joy. It's a reminder that the journey from grief to gratitude is real and reachable. You've weathered storms, walked through shadows, and carried emotional weights that were never meant to be yours forever. This alignment tells you, it's time to smile again. Time to come home to your inner light. The universe doesn't just want you to survive, it wants you to thrive. And what better way to start than with a symbolic smile across the cosmos, reflecting back the possibility of a renewed and uplifted you. Breakdown of celestial bodies and their spiritual roles. The crescent moon, often overlooked in its subtle phase, carries deep spiritual significance, especially during conjunctions. Spiritually, the crescent moon is the archetype of rebirth and renewal. It marks the transition from darkness into light, from endings into beginnings, and from confusion into clarity. In this alignment, the crescent moon becomes a spiritual compass pointing us inward, to the emotional debris we've clung to, and to the new emotional state we're ready to embody. It's a soft but persistent whisper from the cosmos that says, you can let go now. The night has passed. Your soul is rising. It invites you to cleanse your emotional field, release outdated attachments, and start fresh, not from survival mode, but from a place of conscious peace and inner authority. Venus, the planet of beauty, values, and love, is the heartbeat of this celestial trio. Its position in the alignment highlights the importance of coming back to your worth, not the external worth defined by others, but the internal wealth of your self-love, your ability to receive, and your sacred right to joy. Venus is often mistaken as solely romantic, but its truest essence is about harmony, balance, and the honoring of what makes you feel beautiful and aligned inside and out. In this smiley face formation, Venus is the glow in your heart that's being reawakened. And Saturn? The ancient teacher of time and karma, the often feared planet of restriction, now shows up as the wise elders smiling softly, offering reassurance that every challenge you've endured has been preparation for your soul's deeper unfolding. Saturn here doesn't punish, it validates. It gives you a spiritual diploma and says, "You've grown." Now live from that growth. Deeper spiritual interpretation. This event isn't just here to soothe your soul, it's here to shift your soul. You're not being offered a break, you're being offered a breakthrough. The universe doesn't send smiley faces for aesthetic value. It sends them when you're ready to step into a new frequency of existence. This alignment acts as a portal, not one that will drag you forward, but one that invites your active participation. It's asking, will you choose joy? Will you allow yourself to embody peace, not just chase it? Will you believe that your inner light can return even if you've forgotten what it feels like? This is a moment of spiritual permission, a sacred yes to the version of you that you've buried under years of survival. Symbolism matters more than science when it comes to transformation. The mechanics of planetary motion are fascinating, but their spiritual resonance is where the real magic lies. You don't need to understand the orbital speeds to feel the invitation being extended. This alignment whispers directly to your spirit. Rise. Realign. Remember, you're not broken, you've just been unrooted. Now, with this celestial smile above you, the universe is guiding you back to your sacred center. If you can tune into the energies of this alignment, if you can breathe deeply and receive, you may find yourself letting go of something heavy you didn't even know you were still carrying. Personal impact and reflection. For many, this alignment will act as a soul mirror, revealing the emotional burdens that have overstayed their welcome. This is a perfect time for reflection and emotional inventory. What are you still carrying that was meant to be released long ago? What outdated self-beliefs still live in your nervous system? This isn't about spiritual bypassing or pretending that your pain didn't matter. It's about recognizing that your healing matters more. The smile in the sky is a divine symbol that you're finally safe enough to let go. Safe enough to breathe again. Safe enough to stop bracing for impact and start embracing your inner peace. This celestial moment may trigger tears, laughter, or silence, but all are sacred responses to the heart finally remembering what it feels like to be seen, heard, and healed. Now is the time to offer yourself forgiveness, not just for mistakes, but for the ways you've dimmed your light to survive. You are not who you were in your worst moments. You are who you're becoming through grace, through awareness, and through self-compassion. The Crescent Moon supports new beginnings, Venus softens the heart with love, and Saturn strengthens your spirit with wisdom. Together, they offer a rare chance to make peace with your past while opening your arms to your future. This smile in the sky is more than symbolic. It's a sacred transaction. One where the universe extends grace, and you choose whether or not to receive it. Collective message. On a collective level, this cosmic smile represents a shift in emotional consciousness. It calls humanity out of the collective grief, confusion, and anxiety that has been brewing and invites us all into a frequency of hope, clarity, and compassion. The smile is more than a celestial phenomenon. It is a symbolic exhale for the collective soul. The world has been under tremendous emotional pressure, and many have forgotten what it means to feel light, to laugh, to dream. This alignment reminds us that joy is revolutionary, that healing is contagious, that even in the darkest chapters of history, the skies can smile again, and so can we. We are not just passive observers of this celestial event. We are participants in a larger cosmic recalibration. The universe is reminding us that when we heal ourselves, we help heal the collective. This alignment offers a synchronized moment for billions of souls to release, renew, and realign. It's a wake-up call to live from the heart, to return to unity, and to honor the sacred rhythm of being human. It's a spiritual checkpoint asking us, are we still in alignment with love, with truth, with peace? And if not, this is the moment to realign. The universe isn't asking for perfection, it's asking for presence. Closing invitation. As you look up into the sky on April 26th, the final and most personal question arises. Will you smile back at the sky? Will you recognize this alignment not just as something beautiful to witness, but as something transformational to embody? This is a divine invitation into emotional alchemy, into self-forgiveness, into liberation. You're not being asked to forget what you've been through, you're being asked to believe that it makes you wiser, softer, stronger. Smile not because life is perfect, but because your soul is healing. That smile in the sky is a sacred mirror, reflecting a version of you who is finally ready to receive joy again. And the impact of this moment doesn't end with the sunrise. If you sit with this energy, truly sit with it, you'll begin to notice the subtle yet powerful shifts in your inner world. Dreams may become clearer, old wounds may suddenly feel irrelevant, and your heart may feel lighter, not because the world has changed, but because you have. This is the kind of energy that dissolves invisible blockages and rewrites soul contracts. So reflect, meditate, journal, smile. This is your time to return to your sacred rhythm. The sky is smiling for a reason. Will you let your soul smile too?